Anthony Hartwig here with a Maplewood volleyball player profile. We're joined by senior now, Lauren Craig, and someone that we've talked to quite a bit because she's playing in every single sport you can play in. There you go, every single season at least. And she's here on this volleyball team as the setter. Lauren, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
What's it like kind of being a senior and knowing that this is your last go around and this is all you get?
It's not really different compared to other years and previous seasons, but definitely knowing that I'm a senior and like this is the final year that I can do like everything with this team, it's pretty special.
Has it I guess you kind of answered the question, but has it sunk in yet that you're a senior? Have you kind of felt it
No,
that this is no, not at
no,
all.
it hasn't. I don't. I
Um,
don't think it will until later in the season, like when we're almost done and like tournament time hits and we're like gotta win. Like this is gonna be the
yeah.
last shot I have. So
Do you think even senior night will do it? Because I talked to some seniors and they say even senior night doesn't really do it for them.
no, I don't think it will. But when I was a sophomore, we graduated Maddie Sykosh, and like that, I was like, oh wow, like I'm never gonna play volleyball with her again. Like that
Mhm.
hit then, but I don't think it will do anything for me on senior night.
So we've talked to you about your basketball journey and your softball journey. Let's talk about your volleyball journey. When did you start picking up this sport and what made you kind of fall in love with being a volleyball player?
Started in seventh grade. We going into like seventh grade and open gyms and everything. I was like, oh yeah, I'm never gonna play. Like, there's a few of us. We don't have. Yeah, a few of us has like we're like, oh, we're never gonna play. Like, volleyball is not our thing. And then we go to like the first practice and we're like, oh, what are you doing here? You said you weren't gonna play, and then we ended up playing for each other, and so it was pretty special.
Best decision you ever made, right? Let's go. You talk about those groups and you're all seniors now. What's it like to kind of look back and think this is how it started, and here we are in our last high school year with the other three seniors that you have?
I'd say it's pretty special because two of them didn't start in seventh grade. They started in eighth grade and ninth grade. So to see them like want to play and we stuck with each other was like a good moment for us too.
Now you've always been a leader of this team because you're a setter, and that's kind of what you have to be as a setter. But what's it like this year, just trying to take that next step of leadership and trying to leave that senior legacy?
It's really no different because last year I had to do it, so it's not completely new. Like I've done it before, but this year I'm like, oh, I really have to like step up for my team and talk to them.
Something we always ask seniors is leaving that mark on the program. What kind of things do you want your teammates to take from being your teammate?
Probably to like be hard on each other, but also have like a soft side. So like you can be intense in practice and like yeah, you can goof around, but like you gotta know when to be serious and like pay attention and continue to work hard pretty much.
I asked Coach Clemson how she would describe this team, and she said feisty but fun, right? And that's what it is. You guys can get on each other, and you can compete really hard, but you're also having fun. I want to talk about both those. How competitive do you think this group is with each other? Like, how much do you really try to push each other in practice?
I'd say like there's a few of us that are like really competitive, and then like others are like, yeah, we're competitive, or like some are like, oh yeah, like it's okay, it doesn't really matter. But for majority of the team, we're like, oh, we have to get on each other to perform better and do better for each other and for the sake of the team.
And then on the fun side, what's the most fun thing about this team, or what are some of the things that make volleyball fun with this program?
Uh, Probably knowing that all the girls play different sports with each other, whether it's some of us it's soccer, basketball, some of it's cheer and softball and track. So knowing that we're seeing each other all year round, especially last year, like we're playing sports with each other all year round, so we're never not talking to each other. So just having the fun environment just comes from different people on the team.
All right, so let's talk about what makes this Maplewood program culture wise great. You've been in it for a while. What do you think is the culture of this program, and why is it so special to you to be a part of this volleyball team?
Definitely like the people that bring like the sport, it brings it together, and just like the people we have, like people who've graduated especially, they left a good mark on this team, so we want to continue that for this season and future to come.
You bring up people of the past leaving marks on you. And you already mentioned one of the seniors that you looked up to when you were a sophomore that it hit on senior night. Who are some people and some players in the past that really taught you how to be a good senior leader and you're taking leads from now that you're a senior?
Maddie Sykosh, I already brought her up. She left a good mark on me. She taught me things that I probably would never believed and that I could do. Peyton Fleischer, I played with her my sophomore year. She was a great role model, and she left a great mark. She played hard. She was a good person. And then I didn't get to play with them, but I believe it was my 8th grade year. We had a very good class when they graduated. Hannah Thomas, Hannah Fotts, Grace Crown, Paige Fleischer, Chloe Thompson. They were such a good group of girls. They played with each other since they were in 7th grade. So just seeing how well they played with each other, it was special, especially watching them as they grew up.
This is the first season that we're talking to you that your twin is not with you, right? What's that like to kind of have the floor without her for volleyball?
It doesn't feel really any different because, I mean, we're on the soccer field for like each other this fall as well. So we're playing soccer together. It's just she comes to watch me now. So it's no different.
See, I didn't even know you're playing soccer and volleyball at the same time. How do you manage that? Because I'm sure there's a lot of crossover. Is there one that you put above? Is there one that you put as your primary?
Volleyball's my primary, and then soccer's second.
So how do you kind of balance all that? And being a student athlete, you still have a lot of classwork to deal with before you graduate. What are you doing in the fall to juggle all that?
To be honest, I don't know. Definitely communicating with my coaches, like my volleyball coach and soccer coach, definitely communicating, saying, hey, I'm going to be late to soccer because of volleyball practice, or, hey, I'm going to be at volleyball practice for a little bit, and then I have a soccer game. So it's like, you just got to communicate with each coach and make sure they're on the same page as well.
You're going to have a lot of varsity letters when you graduate. A lot of letters, girl. Let's talk about one last thing before we let you go. Of course, you've done these before. We like to end it with the people in your life that support you. Want to shine a light on them too, because we know that you're not out here by yourself. So I want you to give the chance to give some shout outs and some thank yous to the people that really deserve it.
Thank you to my parents for, being there and supporting me through everything. Reagan for being at all the games that she can, because that's a lot. My other sister, Sam, I've watched her grow, and she's watched me play forever. So just both of them is really important. And then my grandparents and all my friends and past and present teammates as well.
Lauren, thank you so much for coming on and doing another player profile with us. We appreciate it. We'll have another one for you in basketball, and then we'll have another one for you in softball. We'll keep talking to you. We'll be out there covering volleyball as much as possible, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Okay, thank you.